Lagos is filled with outsiders. That's the simple explanation for the I show speed brouhaha. For me, there's nothing to be embarrassed or sad about concerning his visit. The question on my mind is, how did we get here and what can we do to change it? Once upon a time in Nigeria, when a visitor comes visiting, before we ask too many questions, we first offer them a cup of water, at least. The cup of water was not just a random gift or kind gesture, it was symbolic. Water is life. And so when I offer my guest a cup of water, it shows that I'm concerned about their welfare and committed to playing my role as my brother's keeper. After they have the cup of water and maybe a hot meal, I'm expected to do everything possible to ensure they feel at home. Once upon a time, in a Nigeria that existed not too long ago. Now don't get me wrong, those people didn't do what they did because they were saints or angels. They did it because their society had a moral standard that enforced kindness and warmness to strangers and visitors. Because if I intentionally offend my guests or make them uncomfortable, then my reputation is at stake. My family name is at stake. The future of my children might even be compromised if that scandal gets out of hand. Once upon a time, in a Nigeria that existed not too long ago. Today, things are completely different. In Nigeria of today, there is zero consequence for poor behavior. And that's because there are too many outsiders in a state like Lagos. And when you hear the word outsiders, your first instinct might be to point fingers at a particular tribe or religion. But what I mean by outsiders is that over the past 20 years, hundreds and thousands of people have trooped into cities like Lagos, myself included, and they brought along with them their unique beliefs, unique cultural norms, and unique behaviors. So much so that we can say that most cities in Nigeria practically stand for nothing today. And if you disagree, then you can ask yourself the question, what do we stand for in the city of fill in the blanks? And you'll realize that too many cooks have spoiled your stew.
What did you add in your stew? This your stew is not sweet.
The lack of a universal moral standard means that there is zero accountability for poor behavior. And that's why an Agbero can confidently chase after the car of a first-time visitor to demand for love. He can do it without fear because he's not alone. There are millions of people who would do the exact same thing if they were in his shoes. That behavior is perfectly normal for them. They even see it as being street smart. And there's absolutely nothing anybody can do to change their minds about it. In a city with no universal moral standard, a foreigner is an opportunity to make fast cash. An opportunity to have a taste of the greener pasture they've been looking for. And so if you're not doing anything to fix the culture, how can you expect to fix the people?
We sabi sing. Now we be number one for.
We start fight from 10 o'clock. We fight that fight, reach after 4. Allah.